We got a new head of household, possibly some new nominations, and some new drama. We have a lot to talk about for Big Brother 26 live feed spoilers. So smash that like, grab a beverage. Hopefully you're wearing something comfy, and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me, stand-up comedian and Big Brother superfan Joleen Lunzer here to break it all down for you. We are going to be taking a comedic look. We roast, we react, we recap. I'm very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you have to have the same opinion. You can sound off in the chat or the comment section. As long as we agree to disagree respectfully, we can just, have a good time.
Y'all ready to laugh?
All right. First things first. But first, as Julie Chen says, make sure you smash that like, you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you can always send a super chat while we're live. You can send a super thanks after the video posts. You can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, or consider joining my YouTube membership or my Patreon, where you can find exclusive bonus content like our Monday live streams at 4 p.m. Pacific, the H of H with Joleen, where we have a good time and we take a deeper dive into this world of Big Brother 26 via Jerry O'Connell's now infamous H of H. Yes.
If you listen to the podcast and everything, some of the Big Brother connoisseurs don't like how unpredictable this season is, but that's why it's so incredible. It was really fun to see him win H of H, and sort of get his, to hear he's in it.
We love H of H. We love it. So hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Juco Main, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Welcome to the membership. Enjoy the bonus content. Thank you so much. Hello, Stephen and everybody. Yes. It's Jerry O'Connell. You don't know Kelly Kell, the biggest super fan that ever supered and fanned Big Brother is Jerry O'Connell. And he knows so much about the game. He knows about something we don't even know about, an H of H competition. All right. All right, you guys, we got a lot to get into. Spoiler, just so you know. All right, let's talk about it. Last night, obviously, we saw Tucker voted out by a vote of 5-3. Apparently, like you guys are saying in the chat, he wasn't that good at puzzles, which left Chemo, T-Court, and Joseph the only ones who voted Angela out, and very sad. They've been very, very sad. Just crying. Okay. Joseph cried the most, it looked like, on the episode, but Rubina has made up for it with her tears, Chemo as well, on the live feeds. Okay. The feeds were down. When the feeds came back, guess who had the key around his neck? Quinn. That means props to all the Quinn fans out there who are excited. I'm excited for you. However, what I am not excited for is the screaming in the DR. We're going to have so many screaming sessions in the DR now, starring Quinn, a.k.a. Mr. Squatty Potty, the Squatty Potty Screamer. That's what we're going to call him. He was Joanne Fabrics, and now he is a Squatty Potty Screamer. So, yay. As you can see, I'm really excited. Yay. Okay. Steven is pulling a Miss Felicia. Steven says, "Oh, heifer, you gotta go." Okay. You gotta go by noon today.
Oh, heifer, you got to go. You got to go by noon today.
We got the dog. Oh, y'all just set it up. Y'all set it straight to the
Yeah, we heard the dog.
Seriously. So Quinn won the HOH. Apparently it was the egg competition. Like which came first, the chicken or the egg, or which came first, the egg, where they have to put the egg, through the fence. And Big Brother didn't do all of their checks and balances with this competition, because this HOH competition involved eggs, obviously. Well, they have someone on the cast who is severely allergic to eggs, apparently, and that would be Cam.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
Yeah. And they were like, oh, but only if you like eat them. No. If they even touch my skin. Oh, so I guess Cam had to go really slow because he was terrified that the eggs were going to break. He would drop them. So he really didn't stand a chance. But like Quinn was saying on the live feeds, they basically signed their lives away. So, oh, well, poor Cam. He didn't have a chance. Justice for Cam. Yeah, that's what they're saying on the feeds. That Cam, he's alive. He's well. He survived. Okay. But he probably didn't have a chance to win this head of household competition because of his egg allergy. You would think maybe they would, I don't know. I mean, it is Big Brother and this is so on brand for them, but you think they'd maybe do a little bit of research into the egg allergies, you know, because Quinn was talking about it on the feeds. I think, was it Quinn and Mackenzie? Quinn and Joseph, Quinn and somebody was talking about it. And how production's like, oh yeah, but just if you eat the egg. And he was like, no, even if it touches my skin. Okay, well, yeah, they didn't force Cam to risk his life, right? That's wild. You would think something would be done, or by now they could maybe have an alternative. I mean, everybody's allergic to everything now. You can't even bring peanut butter near a school. I mean, I know all the people my age and older are just like, whoa, because I didn't know one kid with a peanut allergy. However, I know they probably existed, but just nobody cared for these poor kids. And nowadays it's like, no. Okay. So Jenny said 20% off BB shoppers at Joann Fabrics all weekend long. So yes. So there we go. Yes, this is very on brand. Miss Diamond saying it's like having the sound competition for Matt, who was deaf. Big Brother now had an egg competition with Cam, who's allergic to eggs, just like last season when they had a competition that revolved around hearing and sound when one of their players was deaf. Oh, Lordy. Yes, Sunshine. Turtlenecks on sale, corduroys on sale, and Rubina's skirts are on sale that Quinn wore to the execution of her showmance last night. I still cannot get over that Quinn was wearing Rubina's skirt, knowing that he was going to take out Tucker. That's cold-blooded. That is, I would burn the skirt, dirt in the skirt, burn the skirt. Okay. All right. So HOH competition. Quinn takes home the W because in case you guys didn't know, he and Joseph are the best Big Brother players in the house. Last night they had a whole circle jerk session. The Spizzard and Joann Fabrics, or whatever I'm calling them. I already forgot what I'm calling them. If you remember, put it in the chat. Had just a nice circle jerk session up in the HOH room about how fantastic they are, how nobody in this game is better than them. They're going to run circles around these dweebs. Nobody knows the game like they know. And there's never been two super fans who make it to the end. They were just like, it was a full-on spiz in the jizz. Okay. So, they were talking about that. And they had more of a conversation than just that. But we'll get back to that conversation. Let's first talk about the feeds have not went down for the nomination ceremony yet that I know of as of 1:14. However, Quinn has an idea of who he's going to nominate. Okay. And he wants to put on the block Chemo, Rubina, and Angela. That's right. Chemo, Rubina, and Angela. And the reason he wants to put Angela, obvious reasons. However, he doesn't want Angela to go home. He would be fine with her staying. He was telling Joseph, I'd be fine with her staying. He's like, I'd be fine. And Chemo, because he truly believes that Chemo would have put or did put Tucker above him. So he doesn't care anymore. The visionaries, be gone. Be gone, visionaries, look away. Okay? So he feels scorned by Chemo's love and or lust for Tucker. And then Rubina because of the showmance. And apparently Quinn and especially Joseph feel like Rubina is very annoying. Joseph has to build a bridge. He is so mad that Rubina hooked up with his man. He takes every opportunity. Joseph does. Joseph's like, oh, I was in the Spiz tent and they were probably getting it on while I was in the Spiz tent listening to Matt, pretending it was Tucker's voice. Damn it. Joseph is so annoyed with Rubina. He thinks her laugh's annoying. He thinks the way she cries is annoying. He thinks she's not funny. He thinks he just has an overall distaste for Rubina that can only be, I understand the house guests, you get annoyed with each other for sure, but I can only describe his distaste for Rubina as jealousy. Welcome to the Gin Blossoms. Hey, jealousy. Definitely. Because what other reason would he have to be mad, this angry at Rubina, hate her this much? Joseph, get over it. Get over it, sir. He's not your man. He's like, the boy is mine, the boy is mine, the boy is mine. It's like Brandy and Monica battling each other. Only Rubina doesn't know she's battling for Tucker's love, but Joseph does. So I don't know if he's the Brandy or the Monica. He might be both the Brandy and the Monica in The Boy Is Mine. Okay. No, he hates her. And he would actually like to see her go this week. Now, Rubina and Chemo have been in a state of mourning. They have been just so sad. Okay. Rubina feels like she met a real one with Tucker. And she hopes it works out, but she's preparing herself just in case it doesn't work out in the real world. That it's okay. She's telling herself if it just was in the house, it's okay. And Chemo's like, oh, girl, you're probably going to be together outside of the house. And she's like, well, he loved you too, Chemo. Oh, you were probably closer to them than me. Chemo and T-Core and Rubina, they seem to be very nice people, especially to each other. Very sensitive to each other's emotions and feelings, which sometimes can be annoying. But ultimately, it's a good thing. But when I'm just listening for strategy, I'm like, ugh, we're having a feelings party again. But they're really friends. Like T-Core talked to Rubina on the feeds last night out by the pool table, and she was saying, I just wanted to make friends here. I feel like I made good friends here. And Rubina's like, yeah. Like they just have big hearts and they lift them up to friendship. But they, Rubina's always like, I don't want everyone to be sad because I'm sad. I mean, Chemo, you're probably really sad. You were even closer to him. And T-Core, I'm sorry you had to go through this, because T-Core is like, wow, I had two of my allies on the block and one of them went home. This is probably a really bad HOH. Rubina's like, no. And I was like, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, Rubina. I think it's nice that as a friend, you're not telling her how bad it is, but it's pretty bad. Okay. It's pretty bad. Hi, proud Mimi. I know I get a little rebels, a little back in my Australian Bowie Jane. So they're just, kind of trying to make each other feel bad. But Rubina is very, very, very hurt. Chemo is hurt. They have a conversation, and they are, even though they admit to playing with emotion in this game, they are logically thinking, and they both agree, like, yes, this is the logical thing. We're not necessarily super pissed at anyone, because logically, to get Tucker out, yeah, that was a good game move. They just personally wanted to keep working with him and had these personal relationships with him. So it was nice to hear them kind of logically speak. We've been lost in this cloud of showmance and whispers and Chemo's burping for so long. I'm like, oh, okay. They get it. They get that. And they get that they have to bounce back. Now, it has been a lot of tears. And Rubina does want the tears to stop. Chemo wants the tears to stop, but they're struggling. Rubina fell to her knees in the unicorn room in front of Chemo. And they both just really miss Tucker. And they even said, you know what? Ratings are probably going to go down now. Rubina said that, and Chemo's like, well, or maybe they'll go up to see what happens. I'm like, I don't know. But they definitely realized that Tucker was a big part of the entertainment this season. And so it was funny to hear them go, and the ratings will probably suffer because Tucker's gone. Okay. The Captain Lee fan in Batman says, I think I'm the only person happy Tucker's gone. You're definitely not. I've seen lots of people who are very happy. I think there's more people sad, but there is a huge group of people who are very anti-Tucker, and they say anti the Tucker cult. Rachel says they put the biggest target on the block expecting he would take himself off again. They did. It was stupid. It was stupid for him to volunteer. It was stupid for T-Core to put him up. It was stupid all around. It was the stupidest piece of stupid that ever stupided. I still am like, what is going on? Yeah, like Jim's saying, there's a very large anti-Tucker group. Very large. Okay. Hey, David. Thank you. Larissa, welcome to your first live. Thank you, Cammie, for the super chat. Cammie says, Tucker professed his love for R on 3 interviews this AM. I got to get caught up on the Tucker interviews. I think I heard one clip of him when they asked him if he really threw the competition. He said no. But there is a lot of talk in the house since he left that about his kind of, pity party, kind of being a baby that we've talked about, where it seemed like he was quitting. Some people have called it pulling a Kenny. So he's definitely going to be asked about that a lot. So I want to hear more about his interviews, but good to know he's still professing his love for Rubina. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of days if she stays if she can stay, and if jury does start next week, they're going to be apart a long time. He'll have to just be on the straight and narrow, just cuddle Ziggy. Because if you cuddle somebody else, I don't know. See, and I was wondering today, I'm like, I wonder if they discussed this, if they talked. I know they discussed post-season their relationship, but did they specifically discuss? I couldn't remember. If you go home, what are the rules? Is this a relationship? I know we're house official, but can you go dip your wick in other places? Can I? If Chemo decides he's bi, can I hook up with Chemo? Like, did they have these discussions? That's what I'm very curious about. Cammie, also, thank you for the first super chat of the live. Pamela coming in with another one. Thank you. Who is next? Porn stash. Not the pee stash. Pamela. Yeah, mama, that's a great question. Will Tubina be the next Bailey and Swaggy? I still, in my intuition, say no. But I've been wrong before. I have been wrong before. Dossier says, I think Tucker's dipping now. We don't know. But we will see, and we will be watching you, Tucker. We will be watching you. Keep it in your pants, Tuck. Tuck it. Tape it and tuck it. Tape it if you have to. Definitely tuck it, Tucker. Okay? All right. So lots of tears going on. Lots of I miss Tucker. Tucker was a great human. Lots of quoting Tucker, Chemo said, Tucker said this, and it's some, I'm sure very profound quote, but I can't remember, like Tucker says, dance like everybody's watching. Yeah, that was really good. It was really, the way he said, dance like everybody's watching. Yeah. And then he said, no one's alone until they're alone. Right. Yes. Until they're alone. Oh my God. And there's no I in team. He did say that, but he said in his team there was an I. That yeah. So they're really having their little funeral for Tucker, and the rest of the house guests, I think they're kind of over it by now. I mean, Quinn won, and he's he's feeling himself, as if that was going to be a shock to anybody. Quinn is definitely feeling himself. He's like, I did it. And I did it in a skirt. I did it. Dirt in a skirt. Like, he was very, very, very excited. Now, Joseph seems to be kind of getting over the Tucker eviction. Now, he has went around the house bragging like I dated him, I was with him, we were together, he loved me first. We had a final two. Do you guys excuse me? I know you're in the bathroom. Knock knock. Who's in there? I just want everyone to know I had a final two with Tucker. Yeah, we had a final two. Did you have a final two with Tucker? No, you didn't, because I did. Joseph, me, big dog. He called me big dog. I called him bigger dog, and sometimes he pet me. And one time I got to fold his socks and I sniffed them and they smelled like magic. Okay, so I will miss him terribly. But now Joseph, I think, is ready to put his hands in the next power in the house. In a true floater strategy of Joseph's, he has floated to the next power, which is Quinn. And now him and Quinn are back. They're back, baby. And it is like 2.5 nerds just really loving the situation they're in. The two super fans in the house. They're going to take it all. Okay. The rest of the house, be damned. Okay. And they're adding Leah. There's 3 of them. I've named their alliance the Big Boring Theory. Okay. So instead of the Big Bang Theory, we're going to get the Big Boring Theory, because when the 3 of them talk, it's pretty boring. All right. It's pretty damn boring. But they have a conversation in the HOH room, and Joseph's hyped. He's like, all right, I had to say goodbye to my main man, but my next in line, okay? There is some speculation that Tucker could come back on a battle back. Spoiler alert, he's definitely not, like they said in the chat, he is doing interviews. So he's gone. He gone. Bye-bye. But these two are like, yeah, we're the best. They talk about AFP, not AVP, but probably ADT, we're home even when you're not. They talk about America's favorite player. And Joseph says, yeah, it's definitely down to you, me, Tucker, maybe T-Core. We're definitely like, because who else? Everyone else is boring. You kind of have a point that there are some boring people, but I include you in the boring people. No offense, all offense, Joseph, but right now I include you as a major boredom. All right. So yes, please hit that like and subscribe. Thank you, Michelle. So they have their conversation, and Quinn's lying to Joseph, saying I was down to protect that guy, being Tucker, which we know he wasn't. And then Joseph says, yeah, I thought you guys had a final two, but I was hoping you didn't have a final two because we had a final two. And Tucker's like, no, we didn't. I did tell him about my power, but at that point, or he says, I didn't tell him about my power. He knew about my power, but I still wasn't convinced that I was going to turn my back on Angela. Because remember, at one point, Quinn was very aligned with Angela until they had their whole blow up in this house. Thank you, David. I was a Tucker fan. Now MJ is earning it. David is switching over. Thank you for the super chat. Switching over his fan card from Tucker to MJ. Okay. We'll listen to a little bit of the conversation. Quinn is saying, I just told him straight up. I was like, you were someone I want to see at the end. I want to see you at the end because I'm Quinn.
You're someone I want to see at the end. Bro, I'd love to be there with you. And we shook hands.
And bro, low key, I've been wanting Rubina out, bro. Like straight the fuck up.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So Joseph just said, low key, dude, I've been wanting Rubina out, dude. She fucking crazy. Or he said he wanted Rubina out.
I've been wanting Rubina out, bro. Like straight the fuck up.
And he goes, I've been wanting Rubina out, bro. Like straight the fuck up. And then Quinn says, yeah, she's crazy. And then catches himself and goes, well, maybe not crazy. And I'm like, Quinn, can you take off her skirt before you just continually disrespect her? You've now voted out her showmates and you're calling her crazy. Why is she crazy? Why is she crazy? Is she screaming in the DR? Is she jumping up like a squatty potty? Is she having the worst gameplay? I mean, well, it's not great, okay? But she could come back. He called her crazy, but then he quickly corrected himself, and I was like, oh, Quinn, don't pretend that you're like such an advocate for us ladies. You're just like one of us. And then you're out here calling women crazy? Oh, Quinn.
I've been wanting Rubina out, bro. Like straight the fuck up.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
Not crazy.
She's annoying.
Her crying during the secret thing, I was like,
It was giving Jesse when he left in Big Brother 11. That's what it was giving.
Yeah.
So then they start making fun of Rubina. But what about Tucker? Tucker cried for T-Core too. Chemo. But it's only Rubina. When Rubina cried for T-Core, it was giving how they cried for Jesse in BB11 when they had the whole thing when Jesse left and they were sitting around the table and they're like, and he was really kind. Remember Lydia? Yeah, he put me on the block and he wanted me to go home and he told me to shut the F up, but he was so kind. And I'm like, oh my God. They are so jealous that Rubina got their number one dude and they didn't. And then they also said it reminded them of Cappy and the friendship. Not quite.
Friendship over Cappy, like.
Actually, I think, you know what's more cringe than Rubina crying for T-Core is Joseph masturbating to Matt's voice in the background. Is Joseph crying over Tucker leaving? Is Joseph making sure he was by the door so he could be the last person to hug him? To the point where then Rubina, his actual showmans, had to go in and be like, oh, okay, bye, Tuck. That's a little more crazy. That's more cringe. You literally bragged about jacking off in your poop tent, in your mat. It's literally called, what was it called? The mat of, instead of the Matrix, the Matrix. It's called the Matrix. It's all about Matt. And that's where you told MJ, you told Cam, you told Leah that you spizzed all over. You're like, this is my spizz tent. I just spizzed all over. You literally ejaculated multiple times to Matt's voice. But Rubina's crazy. Rubina, okay, weird man. Okay.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
Cappy? You know he's like shorter than us.
Yo, dude, and you know what? Wow.
He's like 5'4". He's 5'4". He's just a little guy. He's just a little dude.
Then they talk about Cappy being 5'4", and I'm okay. You can cap on Cappy all day long. You can rip on him. I guess he's 5'4", but what are you guys, 5'5", 5'6"? Pretty sure I'm taller than both of you. Okay, don't make me step on you.
But no, it was funny because I was telling, after Rubina had made out, I went into the hotel room with Leah and I was like, man, Tucker was like this for America's Favorite after I got with Rubina.
Damn. You know what's
So then Joseph says Tucker was like this for America's Favorite, and then once he started the showmans with Rubina, like this. He says, because I don't think the people like Rubina. I do. I like her more than you. No offense. I hope Leah plays both of your asses so bad like she's doing. You guys are not. I have to have a hard heart with you guys. You're not good at this game. Because Leah, who uses like as a comma, and like Brooklyn says, does her nails, spends most days doing her nails and hair, which I'm all for. I would do the same thing if I could. Is playing both of your dumbasses. And now I am fully on board with Leah staying and being the reason you guys go home. And I'm hoping for it. Can we just put that out in the universe? I'm hoping for it. I am so proud of Leah. I hope Leah talks shit about both of you behind your backs. I know she already does Quinn, and she has a little bit Joseph. And I want Leah to play the F out of both of you. And I am going to cheer it on. I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to light candles. I'm going to sync up my menstruation with other women BB fans, and we're going to do some witchcraft so you two fools get played. Between the taking credit for Chelsea's move, like, you two are annoying. You're so annoying. Right? They're like, oh yeah, we don't think anyone likes Rubina. And then Quinn says, well, maybe she's funny in the DR. And Joseph goes, no. One of them said that. Let me be sure which one. So he says, I don't think the audience is going to like her.
I went into the hotel room with Leah and I was like, man, Tucker was like this for America's Favorite after I got with Rubina.
damn. You know what's
I don't think the audience is gonna like her.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Maybe she's really funny in the DRs.
There's no way.
I don't know. I heard her.
Joseph goes, there's no way. Quinn goes, I don't know. Quinn's trying to be a little more. He just called her crazy, so we know he's got to make up for it. He's like, I don't know. And Rubina's super nice to Quinn too. He's like, I don't know. Maybe she's funny in the DR. Joseph goes, there's no way. Dude, you're funny because you have a prop on your face, a mustache. Come on, bro. When's the last time you've been truly funny? When's the last time you really made somebody laugh? Because this Julie stuff, like, I'm sorry, who's this? I told you guys, I knew it. It's given incel. And I knew it when people are like, oh, he's so funny. And you guys can think he's funny. You have the right to your opinion. I just was like, no.
Hello, Joseph.
Who is this?
Even Julie Chen Moonves deserves better than that. Julie Chen definitely, but even Julie Chen Moonves deserves better. This is who's the comedic relief this season.
Hello, Joseph.
Who is this?
That's who he thinks that's gonna get him America's favorite player. Good luck, buddy. Good luck, buddy.
I think you're looking up now.
Yeah, I'm on the come up, baby.
I think it's going to be you, me, and T-Core now. Tucker might slide in there.
Yeah. Well, he's pre-jury, so.
But, what's his name, Jason?
Quinn is so happy, like, oh yeah. Because they're like, Tucker might, I think it's gonna be you, me, and T-Core. Tucker could slide in there too for America's favorite player. Bro, we're only halfway through. You are far from America's favorite player. He's like, yeah, I think he could. And then he's like, and maybe Tucker. Tucker could slide in. And then Quinn goes, okay, but he's pre-jury. I'll give it to Quinn. He kind of ate, as the kids say, with that one, because I mean he is pre-jury. But then they name people who have won America's favorite player pre-jury.
Roy was in the
Or
top 3.
not have one, but we're in the top 3. Sorry.
Other people, Howard was in the top 3, and Big Brother 15. And like, who else would it be? Like, everyone else is kind of boring.
Yeah, I don't know who, like, the icons are. It's super hard to, like, discern in
I
here.
think definitely you, me, and Tucker are like the top guys, like without question. I think he was.
Bro, quit putting yourself in the same category as Tucker. It's not going to happen. You're not making that shit work. You are far from Tucker. You were his little sidekick we barely knew about. We just know about your weird DRs and your porn stash. That's all we know about. We don't know much.
There for a little bit, but he's gotten quiet. So
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck who you put up. Honestly, like what I was going to suggest was maybe going for the other side. But I see the way you're looking at it now, because I just saw value in keeping those 3 around because I know they'll get targeted. But like you said, if these people stay loyal to shit, which I think they would, and even if they,
Okay, blah, 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 blah.
good with her.
Then they talk about Leah. And then I love how they talk about, after saying all that, like they also say, we're so good. We're the best. We're going to destroy these people, which is totally fine. Get it. Do your worst. Take your villain era. That's great. Love it. And then they go, and you know what's different about us? We don't have an ego. I'm sorry, what? They then give themselves credit for being different from other players who might have been like super fans or really good at this game, or why people will like them, is because, don't worry, guys, they don't have an ego. Everything we just heard is so full of ego. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? No, dude, you got to own the ego, because that is literally ridiculous. You both have way too much of an ego. And undeserved, since you've essentially not done much. I know Quinn wants to take credit for all the work Chelsea put in to get Tucker out and to flip that vote, but it was really Chelsea's doing. And I don't see Chelsea walking around the house. I mean, maybe she will. Maybe she'll do it during Chelsea Cheese May. But I don't see her walking around the house patting herself on the back constantly. I see her working and playing BB. We could be a little more humble, gentlemen.
We've had love from the beginning. It's not broken. You know what I'm saying? And bro, even if Angela stays, bro, and she wins, I can get her off your fucking back.
I would be okay with Angela staying.
Yeah.
I would be straight up
And you
okay.
could just tell her that too, and like at some point at least,
Yeah.
be like, hey, like I just kind of had to.
I had
people
to
are saying
because you
your
called me
name,
out.
like
And people are saying your name.
yeah.
What's it called?
She knows I love her. I had a good talk with her afterwards.
That was fucking money that you did that.
Yeah.
They're just circle jerking each other. This conversation was hilarious and not intentionally. But Quinn's like, that was fucking money the way you did that. You had a good talk with Angela. Everyone thinks they had a good talk with Angela. You don't know it's a bad talk till she decides to turn on you and go, and then out everything you just told her in your entire game and blow up your world. And then stay in the game while you go home. Nobody knows if they have a good conversation with Angela. Angela decides if it's a good conversation. Jesus.
Fuck, I had some. Oh, my conversation with Chelsea to initiate the flip on Tucker was I told her.
So Quinn's conversation with Chelsea. Quinn initiates the flip on Tucker. Okay, Quinn.
I was like, bro, you and I are interchangeable. The power structure of Tucker, Rubina, Chemo, T-Core, and Joseph, they're looking for a sixth. They told me when I was in the room, like, that's probably going to be who we trust. You and I are interchangeable. They're waiting for one of us to fuck up. It'll probably be me.
And Chelsea allowed you to speak this as if it was something she didn't already know, because that's what we do as women. We humor you with the big egos because we're used to it. It's only because Chelsea grew up as a woman that she knows how to humor people like you with this false sense, this big ego when literally you've done nothing to earn it. Chelsea's used to dealing with men like you. That's literally.
And so I'm like, we have to work together if you want to do better than sixth place. She was like, what? And I was like, dude.
Oh yeah, Chelsea was like, what? Really? Wow, I never thought of that. Me, Chelsea, who rose up from the bottom. Huh, God, never thought of that. Someone who's working behind the scenes and making relationships and talking to people and gaining people's trust. Huh, really? That's how dumb you two are, dumb and dumber. Chelsea, Leah's playing both of you. Everyone has now told Quinn that Leah's saying shit behind his back. He's like, I don't think so. He even talked about it this morning on the feeds. Like, yeah, and Tucker tried to say Leah said she was said this about me. And no, that's not Leah. Leah's like this, but she would never say that. When in fact, she did say that. It's like, Quinn, you're getting played by Leah. And that's not to imply Leah's a dummy at all. I think Leah is very smart. Okay. Do I think she's the best at this game? Do I like how she's like, I have integrity? But I do like now I have an appreciation for how she's manipulated and playing these fools. And I hope it continues. Hope she never feels bad one day in her life for playing these two.
That's smart. When they're talking about you, and this is the truth, which I love it when the truth aligns with what I need. Yeah. I was like, that's what I try to do too. Yeah. I was like, here's the truth. When they talk about you, they say, yeah, we feel like she deserves to make it to jury. And then that's the end of the conversation. And I looked her in the eyes and I said, you should make it farther than jury. Yeah. And I've told her that I told her that.
And then I looked her in the eyes. I said, Chelsea, you should make it farther than jury. Yeah. Yeah, I said that. And then Joseph, not even listening. He's just waiting for his turn to talk.
Second day. Because I realized me and her were playing very similar. I was like, and I was looking at her, I was like, Chelsea, we're playing the same game. We got to, and so like.
That's why I believe when she's down, especially including T-Core. That's a great spot.
That's true. Yeah, we just got to make sure Leah's in it. And maybe have Mackenzie as a loose 7 then in that case.
They're going to have Mackenzie as a loose 7. They're really bringing in Mackenzie to this. Okay.
I think it's a blessing in disguise, him being gone.
So now Joseph says he thinks it's a blessing in disguise that Tucker's gone. It's a blessing in disguise, even though he cry, baby.
And like, worse things have happened to better players. So like, you know what I'm saying? So we're chilling. And thank you so much for forgiving me, bro. I love you, man.
I don't give a fuck. I'm a huge fan of your work.
Okay, cool.
I want you to fucking be.
And dude, we can do it together. And we can mow these motherfuckers down. Why have 2 super fans ever been on the season together? Let alone mow these fuckers down, bro.
They don't know who they're dealing with. And that's what makes it shit.
That's my favorite part. They're like, and then we can mow these fuckers down. So they're like, the great thing is, yeah, we're gonna work with these guys, but then we're gonna just get to the end and we're gonna mow these fuckers down. And Quinn says, they don't know who they're dealing with. We're gonna mow them down. I think this is hilarious.
When have 2 super fans ever been on the season together? Let alone mow these fuckers down, bro.
They don't know who they're dealing with. And that's what makes it shit.
And they usually have big fucking egos, but you and me don't.
No.
When has there ever been 2 big super fans on a season? And we're going to mow these fuckers down? And they're even not going to realize it? And normally, you know what makes us different? Normally, they have big egos, and we don't. I'm embarrassed for them too, Pamela. These bozos. It is Bozo the Clown 1 and Bozo the Clown 2. But let them believe. Congrats, you two. Just keep doing you. I can't wait till you get the wrath of Angela. Maybe the wrath of Rubina. Hopefully that exists. The wrath of Chelsea. but I am ready to watch Leah continue to play you fools.
I'm messy.
Yeah.
I've been saying that since fucking day 5.
Yeah.
I look at the cameras and go, I know I'm messy, but I'm trying.
Yeah. And then if anybody asks anything,
Quinn says, I look at the cameras and they say, I know I'm messy, but I'm trying. Oh my God. Oh, Quinn.
anybody on the bus,
Never. Hell yeah.
we just talked about my final 2 with Tucker.
Yeah.
And everything with that. So,
No hard feelings, man. I gotta take a pic.
dude, we made jury.
We're in this.
Not yet. Especially you, Joseph. You are not HOH. You don't know if you made jury yet. You don't know what could happen. This is Big Brother. Dude, we made jury. You don't even know if jury starts next week. Yes, Connie, that's a wonderful way to say it. These two numbnuts. I mean, honestly, they're far from like the annoying men we usually see on the show, but they still do things where I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. And the fact that they literally hate Rubina because she was in an actual showmance with their boyfriend. It's just like, what? Oh my God. They're like, it's our game. It's all it takes. Quinn's like, I gotta take a piss. And then he makes an analogy about being in 8th grade and playing soccer. And his coach says, the worst thing you can do is get into a clusterfuck where you're all in the middle. You got to know your place. And Joseph's like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, that's good advice. Yeah. And Leah's like, they had like a Leah off too, where he's like, no, Leah's good with you. Yeah, no, I talked to Leah. She's good with you too. She says you're fine. No, yeah, but she told me that she was fine with you. Yeah, no, I talked to her and she said she was fine with you. Yeah, but I probably talked to her first. Yeah, no, I think right before you, I talked to her. Yeah, but yeah. And then at one point, Joseph's like, yeah, Leah, that girl freaking loves me. She freaking loves. Leah, can you please show them the door? Thank you, Leah, VIP cocktail waitress. Please work your magic. Like. Can you like them out to the door? Thank you. I need reality to hit these two because there's already a little bit of HOH-itis I'm sensing that's getting to them. Like, yes, feel yourself, Quinn. Tucker is gone. He was a nemesis to you. I get it. But let's calm it down. Let's calm our boners, okay? They're just enjoying the taste of their own spizz a little too much, as Joseph would say. Okay, we have a whole week of this, friends with girls. We're just gonna have to keep roasting them up because what we're doing by roasting them, we're just keeping them humble.
I'll talk to me in the morning. Let me know. We'll sleep on it.
Burn bright, die.
And they're just so cringe. Joseph's like, okay, we'll talk in the morning. We'll talk in the morning. And then Quinn's like, burn bright, die young. I got pissed, dude. I'm gonna take a pisser. Okay, cool. Yeah, we've got the ick listening to this conversation, and Leah has the ick for both of you. Okay, so I really hope that Leah and Mackenzie can somehow come together because they do have like love for each other, but it's like this weird frenemy, and they keep throwing each other under the bus. Even since Tucker's went home, Leah has thrown MJ under the bus. But somehow, if they could work together and get with Chelsea and maybe even some of the other women and get these two, that would be amazing. That would be so amazing. So hopefully that'll happen. Desiree, thank you so much for the super chat. Desiree says, Jolene, you need a mustache tattoo on your finger. I know, I need to draw one on or something for the rest of the season. I need something because his mustache is getting unruly. The archive says like Beavis and Butthead. What would I do if they were final 2, Joseph? I mean, we've had worse final 2s. It wouldn't be horrible. Like, what are you going to do? You know, you can only laugh. You got to laugh at this shit because it's just a silly show, but it is fun to kind of roast them up. And these two are just ultimate cringe. So I'm looking forward to more cringe moments this week from them. Definitely looking forward to that. They stayed up really late last night, and that's why I had to push my live back because my recording of the feeds stopped recording. So then I had to go find the feed parts that I was missing. So lots of conversations were had. I don't think they went to sleep till like 6 a.m. or something crazy. And obviously they're already up and about. They're already talking. Quinn has an idea for a 7-power alliance. Okay. So I need to update my picture here of the baby peeps, but and gray out the ones that are gone. However, he has himself, Chelsea, Cam, Leah, Joseph, MJ. Who's the seventh person? So T-Core, I think, would be a 7 that he wants to make. And then obviously leaving out Angela, Rubina, and Chemo, which he hopes, one of them go home. Preferably Rubina is his target, but I think he would be fine with Chemo going as well. Chelsea is putting in work. She had conversations with T-Core, and T-Core is putting in work as well to hide how angry she is. She opened up to Rubina. While Rubina was upset, Rubina's like, well, how are you? And T-Core said, I'm not well. I'm upset, but I have to hide it, because if I don't, I could be a replacement. So because Quinn did tell her that she was safe, Quinn did tell Chelsea and Cam that they were safe. Obviously, Quinn told Joseph he was safe. Quinn told MJ she was safe, and MJ cried in the bathroom when he told her. And then she told Leah. Leah checked on her and she cried again. And then Leah hugged her and Leah goes, sorry, I smell. Like, I totally smell. I have to take a shower. MJ, it was like a sense of relief, because she feels like she's just been on the block constantly. And again, hasn't found her place in any alliances. So it was a relief to hear that she wasn't going to be the target. And Quinn does have plans to work with MJ. Like you heard them say, even in his conversation with Joseph, had like a loose kind of working relationship with MJ and utilize that, which is a good idea, to pick up MJ and work with her. So not putting her on the block will definitely establish some trust. However, this week, she and Chemo are both the have-nots. Chemo's not thrilled about being a have-not, obviously. I think they were making a joke that this is his junior year of being a have-not. So this is his 3rd time. And I'm trying to remember. I couldn't believe, I knew this at least was his 2nd, because obviously his first time was with the guys, and they made that little alliance of have-nots, the now obviously defunct the Andersons, aka the Mr. Andersons. But I'm like, 3 times? Damn, Chemo. Damn. So, and MJ Mackenzie is a have-not as well. So MJ was happy to hear that she was safe. However, at first, when the feeds came back and Quinn won the HOH, Rubina and Chemo thought they might be safe, because they're like, well, we have a good relationship with Quinn, pretty much. They talked about how they always kept him in the loop on things, or they tried to. I mean, maybe not always. And as they're visionaries, they thought, hey, he probably won't put us up. And then slowly the realizations started coming that they most likely had a chance of being put up, especially after T-Core's conversations with Quinn. So we have that going on. And we have a lot of talks. Again, Chelsea up in the HOH room this morning with Cam. There were talks about Tucker. There were talks about how they thought it was just crazy that house guests were literally afraid to say Tucker's name. They weren't even, we've talked about this, they weren't even having the conversations of like, what if Tucker doesn't win the AI arena? Would you vote out Tucker? Like, it just was not a conversation that a lot of the house guests wanted to have. And obviously that is a very dangerous player when you have people in the house who are just afraid to say his name and or don't want to say his name because they're so close. Now, Quinn is concerned that putting up Chemo, he talks about, will lose a little bit of T-Core's trust. However, Chelsea and T-Core did talk, and T-Core, alluded to Chelsea that she, she's kind of would expect possibly that Chemo might go up given the circumstances and, what Sherry knows about the game. And Tucker and Chelsea both agreed that T-Core is a player that plays for herself, not necessarily for Rubina and Chemo. She's not all in. Like, she wasn't all in on Tucker, and she is really good friends, and she loves Rubina and Chemo, but she does make decisions that are best for her game. And they gave an example of not putting Leah up as a replacement nom, which definitely Chemo would have been happy if she did. And we know Tucker would have been happy if she did. And I'm sure Rubina would have been a lot happier if she did that over Tucker. But yet T-Core still did not put Leah up and put Angela up, knowing that, she was going to piss them off because she felt like it was better for her game. So then Chelsea's doing a good job of kind of alleviating, not with a very soft hand, any kind of doubt he has about putting Chemo up or losing T-Core's trust, because he wants her to be in this 7 that I spoke about a little earlier. But Chelsea's like, just talk to her. And so Leah has been all up Quinn's ass manipulating him. And I love that because we know she hates this man. She does not like this man. This man's icky to her, but she's putting in the work and she's faking it till she makes it. And she told him, I've been saving this for you. Okay. Like, I've been saving this for you. Okay. Quinn, I am genuinely happy for you. Like, genuinely. I worked out like, you know how the word is genuine? I am genuinely. And he's like, yeah, you're amazing. You're amazing at that. Yeah, you're amazing. Oh God. I mean, sir, like, even from that, you can't tell. That's what she came. Okay. All right. Apparently, too, during this HOH competition, I don't know if we'll see it on the episode, but there was talks on the live feed that Chelsea even mentioned it. Angela yelled something at Chelsea during the competition. I don't know what she yelled. Hopefully we see it. But something was yelled toward Chelsea that maybe people didn't necessarily like. I don't know what Angela was saying, but hopefully they show us. I don't know. Just a lot. Everyone was talking about Tucker. It was just so much Tucker talk. Quinn tells Chelsea, Mackenzie, and Cam that they made jury. Chelsea says that they have all been targeted just for being who they are and had to fight. MJ is like, I know, especially me. Chelsea tells Quinn that even though, he's been targeted by America, even not just in this game and the players in the house, but by America. And she thought maybe America was just being petty. Maybe America's just being petty. But they're celebrating. They're happy they made it to jury, while the other house guests are, a little upset, obviously. We have confirmation that Lisa believes Tucker's, remember Lisa, Glitter Lisa, the other chef in the house? She said karma is real. There's a video of her watching the episode of Tucker get evicted, and she said that's karma.
Tucker, you are the 6th house guest evicted.
Tucker, karma's real.
She said, Tucker, karma's real. And she looked very pleased, as you can see. Here's Lisa watching, saying, Tucker, karma's real. Karma's real. Oh my gosh. Yes. Stack says, I heard that Angela was doing good and told Chelsea if she dropped her egg, she was safe with her as HOH. Oh, I wonder who was upset by that then. I heard that Angela was doing good and told Chelsea if she dropped her egg, she was safe with her as HOH. Because they were like, yeah, like what she said to Chelsea. Maybe it wasn't Chelsea that mentioned on the feeds, but it was someone was talking about, maybe it was MJ, was it Quinn? One of them talking about Angela saying something. So that's interesting. So maybe they were just upset about that. Jilly Bean says, what kind of person brags about rubbing one out? Losers. I mean, someone who really obviously is very impressed with their own hand. I don't know. Angela, Leah, and MJ going to be final 3 at the rate these fools are playing, pretty much. Yeah, it was MJ. Okay, so that's who I remember saying it. But yeah, and we know MJ might interpret things differently because it sounded like they described it almost as it was something that was like upsetting. She said. Hope says, "Is anyone safe with Angela as HOH?" No one is safe with Angela with anything, with anything at all. Dossier says she was basically telling her to throw it. Okay, so that makes sense. That a little more sense, I guess, that they're like, I mean, but that's pretty common in the game. But again, not a lot of these people have watched Big Brother. But knowing Angela, she probably did it when there were still like 4 or 5 people in the game. She's like, you can go ahead. You're all safe if you stop now. You guys, I've just always wanted to win the egg thing. Me, Angela. It's just, hi, Chuck. Hi, Stan. Hi, Lan. Hi, Van. Hi, man. All my family members. Grandma's doing it. Grandma wants to win the egg thing. I just always want, if you guys could, I'll just be on the bottom. I'll be on the bottom of the HOH if you guys let me win this, please. So maybe it was something like that. I'm not sure. Jim says, I just want back-to-back Angela HOHs. Now that would be pretty amazing if we saw something like that. Yes. Angela, Mr. No Love says Angela is the exact opposite word for safe. So as it stands right now, let me see if the feeds have went down yet for the still have went. Damn, they're doing these POVs so late this year. As it stands now, Quinn plans to put up, unless something has changed since I've been live, plans to put on the block Rubina, Chemo, and Angela. Okay, I don't know for sure about replacement noms because he wants to align himself with the rest of the house. So if that's the case, he'll be looking for a pawn. And I think he's spoken about a pawn. Now, Joseph made it very clear. Don't look at me. I'm not pawning for you. I will not pawn. That is one thing I do like that Joseph refuses to be a pawn. Yes, that is good. That is good. Okay. If he uses Leah as a replacement, oh my word, I hope the wrath of Leah comes down on him. That would be pretty iconic. Let's see. Anything else here? Joseph and Leah did form a final 2. I forgot what the final 2 is called. But yeah, they were talking and laughing, and they got a final 2, which Joseph just spizzed all over when he made that final 2. It was probably the Spiz team. No, I think it's Childum. You guys. Talk about cringe. It's called Childum. Yeah, I think it's like Childum, not Chill Kingdom, but I think it's Childum, like a kingdom, like Chill plus Kingdom, Joseph, right? Because I was like, I was cringing so hard because he's such a big Dr. Will fan. Oh my, maybe he was thinking of Dr. Will and Chilltown when he was in that tent. That's bad, right? Just dump, just dump. Spiz dump. Should have been. That should be the name of him and Quinn's final 2 is Spiz dump. Oh my god. That you guys. Childum. Oh. These fanboys. They're not super fans, they're fanboys, especially Joseph. You are literally just a fanboy. Can we get something original? Is this man really going to sit here and make a final 2 with a lady he's spizzing over and going to call it Childum? Paying tribute to Chilltown? When Dr. Will probably doesn't even know who he is. They're going to have to tell Dr. Will when he hosts the roundtable because Dr. Will's already tweeting about Tucker. Dr. Will likes your boyfriend more than you. Oh my gosh. Crazy Woman, thank you so much for the super chat. Crazy Woman says, coming in late, but I have watched all BB seasons, and last night was the first time that I actually cried on eviction night. I was shocked at myself. Oh, Crazy Woman, I'm so sorry. I know, I hate that when we get that's how I felt. Honestly, the last time I felt that way, probably, unless I'm forgetting something, was BB22, the All-Star, Small Star season, when Janelle and Kaser, when they broke them up again, and then Janelle and Kaser went pre-jury. I was just like, this is just wrong. this is wrong in the universe. This is wrong on so many levels. I was just so upset that Jody Cauliflower and his gang of misfits, the committee. I was so mad at Danny Donato. I was just mad at her. I made a freaking emo tribute video to Kaser and Janelle. I wanted that BB6 reunion. I wanted them at least to get to jury. I hated it. And then Keisha went early. It's just so shitty. So I understand that you're feeling this season. I can't allow myself to get that invested. And luckily, none of these players I'm that invested in. So I really wasn't emotional at all. I know that sounds horrible, but I do feel for those of you who were, because it is hard when you watch this show and your faves go home early, especially. I totally get it. Yes, and apparently I haven't watched that interview yet, Jim, but apparently Sharon Tharp interviewed Yvette. My friend Powell sent me screenshots of it, and she was driving in the car, but apparently she was like, "Don't worry, it's a Tesla." I'm thinking, can you just pull over? You're on a legitimate podcast with Sharon Tharp, so maybe you just want to maybe pull over. And that she said she was going to be on Small Stars, but what happened? Did she get the covert 19? What happened? Did she get the Panakuchen? I don't know. I'm not sure. I know I intensely, and I liked Danny Donato before then. And after Small Stars, I'm like, no, 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 please. No, Janelle did not win America's Favorite Player pre-jury. No, I don't think so. Small Star season, that was Davon won. Yeah, Davon won America's Favorite Player. If I remember correctly, Stack says Dr. Will is going to break their heart that he likes Tucker and thinks Joseph and Quinn are too. I gotta look up Dr. Will's tweet again. I have to do it. I can't do it. Oh, shout out to Dr. Will. I do like myself some Dr. Will. I don't care. He's pretty great. All right, Dr. Will. I know I follow you, but I'm searching you on the Twitter. Why isn't he just popping right up for me? Even when I put in. Will. Hello. Oh my goodness. Dr. Will, where did you go? BB26. I'll look up the hashtag. No, he didn't hashtag. I remember the tweet. He didn't hashtag it. Dr. Will Kirby. Yes. I had to remember his last name. Kirby. Who has I believe, doesn't he have I did a video about it, but he's got a pretty big restraining order on his former, plus probably not the best to call your alliance Chilltown, considering Dr. Will now has a restraining order on Mike Boogie. A very serious restraining order. Oh, looks like Tucker's back on Instagram. That's what they're reporting. I don't know why I can't find, I think I saved it. I bookmarked it. That's where it be. Come out, Dr. Will. I miss you. Where did your tweet go? I'm going to take off these damn glasses when I read close up. All right. Can someone tag me in Dr. Will? I can't find it for some reason. Why can't I find? What's his at again? What is his at? Doctor? Or is it just Will Kirby? Hit the like while we're doing some real-time research here. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did videos about it. You can look it up in my on my playlist. Mike Boogie is a whole creep, in my opinion. Revos, thank you for the super chat. It says Fur Babies Treat Allowance. Oh, they appreciate it. Welcome, Dave Dog. Thank you, Revos. That's so sweet of you to welcome Dave Dog. He's doing super well. Not the first Noel. So good to see you. Thank you so much for the super chat. It says I didn't cry. My emotion was mad at the loss of fun feeds. As soon as MJ won AI, me too. I was more like, ugh, it's annoying. But at Dr. Will Kirby, why the hell can't I find it? Did I like David in Small Stars? No, I did not like David. At Dr. Will Kirby. There he is. Thanks, guys. I don't know what was going on with my search. Okay. So Where did his part 2 go? I swear, once Twitter became this X or whatever, it is so much harder to keep track of. Okay. In my capacity, Dr. Will says, as the CBS Big Brother Jury Roundtable host for the past decade, it's imperative that I remain absolutely agnostic to the players so that I am unbiased during the finale. That said, I'd be remiss if I didn't comment on one individual who isn't going to make the jury, unfortunately. I have nothing but respect for Tucker for playing the most fearless and entertaining game we've seen in years. So Joseph thinks he's doing that. And Dr. Will, his hero, his number one crush, says, no. Tucker did that. It was Tucker, you fucker. You know, it would be really, that could be a replacement. I don't think Dr. Will would ever take the job, but Dr. Will could be a Julie Chen replacement. He definitely could. And that might be kind of fun. But again, I don't think with his dermatology medical practice, he would be able to. Yeah, absolutely. He said agnostic about it. He doesn't believe or disbelieve. He's just neutral. Anna says, oh, he's so exhausted. Oh, yes. Big announcement from Ainsley coming this week. Robin Sparkle says at least one more AI arena next week. And yep. Oh, you want to keep Julie? I see. I was like, well, he could host a show. Well, didn't he? He's been hosting the roundtables. Didn't he just host it last year as well? Am I making this up in my head? I think he usually hosts the roundtables from what I remember. Carla, you are not the only one. There are many people in the chat. You will find friends in the chat who are happy about that. Jim says, I've said it for years. Different legend. Yes. House guests for the year put their flavor on the season. That would be fun. Kind of like what they're doing with the Daily Show with Jon Stewart. And they have different hosts throughout the week. And then Jon Stewart just comes in on Monday. Maybe just have Julie host it once a week. And the rest, we switch between different legends, even though I know they only really utilize Julie on Thursdays, but why not have a host for the other days as well? So yes, Jim, that's a fantastic idea. We love it. We love it, love it, love it. Naomi says there's a girl from season 20 that looks exactly like Nicole Richie. I can't remember her name, but it's a trip from season 20 of Big Brother. Not Haley. Who looks like Nicole Richie from BB20? I don't think so. Same minds, yep. The Daily Show concept. Ika Wong for host. I mean, Ika would be a great host. A BB Can legend. So, thanks, April. That's so nice of you to say. I feel anything but. I have a huge zit on my chin I'm trying to hide, and my hair is, look at the back of it. I need dry shampoo, like, now. And I've been putting it off for some reason. I don't know. I'm like, maybe I don't need it. Oh, no, I need it. I need it. Did you call Joseph Grossoff? That's pretty good. Oh, Caitlin. Yes. She does look like Nicole Richie. I don't even think I put that together when I was watching BB20. I forgot. How could I forget about the original I Love Puzzles, Caitlin? Just like yesterday, how they made the competition a puzzle, knowing that, hello, Tucker, I love puzzles. They were kind of handing it to him, and then he was like, whoops. Similar to Caitlin, they wanted her to stay, so they were like, here's a 3-piece puzzle. And she was like, oh my God, yes. Oh, the moon and the stars and like rocks and stuff and my aura. I'm going to so do it. They literally gave her like a 4-piece puzzle of herself, and she could. Now, in Caitlin's defense, under pressure, I don't think I could complete any puzzle. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not pretending I would be good at it, but it's still hilarious that they gave her a 3 to 4-piece puzzle of her literal self. And she was like, where's the head go? Where the fuck are my feet going? What's going on? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Oh my goodness. All right. You guys are amazing. And I'm just looking forward to getting this POV ceremony out of the way. The nominations will be made, most likely, like I said, Rubina, Chemo and Angela. And then tomorrow, Saturday, we will have a POV competition where one of these house guests, I hope, wins and takes themselves off the block, because I think this would be the first week that if I hope one of them does, because I know they would most likely, hopefully, take themselves off the block. And if one of them doesn't, I don't see the POV, I guess, could be used. I mean, T-Core could if she's picked to play, maybe. But if the Power Veto is not used this week, I think this would be the first week it is not used, and then it'll be a little more boring. And I've definitely liked seeing the Power Veto used. And like Bubco saying, yeah, what's POV? What could that possibly be?
What's POV?
I don't know. You don't have to know. You can play this game and know nothing. Who cares? Who cares? When does jury start? I don't know, Zach. Maybe this week? Maybe this week with final? What would that be? With 9, because we got 10 people in the house. Maybe in a couple weeks? Do a jury of 7? Not sure. Not sure. Thank you, Dossier says thank you. Kisses for the beautiful. I'll give them all the kisses. Thank you, Bubco. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Jim said, I always suggest June as our first Legend House guest host because her and Julie famously don't get along. And I just wait a cheeky commercial that ends with June laughing. Yes, I do love some June. I interviewed June. Well, how many? It's been like 2 years since I interviewed June, and she was so great and she was so funny, and it was so amazing to get to talk to her. So I totally co-sign that. All right, you guys, smash that like on your way out, comment when the video posts, and please follow me on all social media at Joleen Lunzer, everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, because it'll never be X to me, and the TikTok. Shout out to my mods in the chat. Shout out to all of you for joining me live, and thank you to my new members, my current members, and those of you who gave super chats. Juco Main, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. Cami, thank you for the super chat. Pamela B, David, thank you so much. Desiree, Crazy Woman, Revos, and Not the First Noel. Thank you guys so much. I will be back. We'll see about tomorrow. I usually take Saturday off, but we'll see. If something interesting happens, I will come back, or I'll put out some kind of video updates. But until then, like I always say, you're all beautiful pumpkin spice babies, and I hope you enjoy yourself because it's later than you think. Bye.